talking about Newton's second law, known as the law of force or fundamental law of dynamics. What is Newton's second law? Newton's second law states that when a body exerts a force on the second body, the second force on the first whose magnitude is the same but goes in the opposite direction to the first. The second law of Newton has the function of clarifying the concept of force. He explained that the net force that is applied to a body is proportional to the acceleration that body acquires. This law explains what happens if a net force acts on a moving body, causing a change in the state of movement and changing the speed. In conclusion, we can say that Newton's second law is one of the most basic laws in theory of mechanics, which is used to analyze the movement closest to the surface of the Earth and participate in the study of celestial bodies.
Now, a little of history of this law. We can start with the mathematical formulation that was made and published by Isaac Newton in the year 1687 in his work titled Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. In the third volume of Newton's work, he managed to show that if he combined laws with his law of universal gravitation, Kepler's laws about planetary motion can be deduced and explained. Now, the statement of the law. It says the change of movement is directly proportional to the printed driving force and occurs according to the straight line along which that force is printed. Well, now we have the mathematical form. In it, we have the acceleration that acquires a body of mass under the action of the force. Is directly proportional to the force and inversely proportional to the mass. And then we have the mass that is equal to m, force equal to F, and acceleration equal to A. And the formula is A equal to F over m. Some examples that we can mention about Newton's second law are the speed that a rocket needs to be able to place itself in orbit, also the calculation of the acceleration of a stone in free fall, and also can be the force that must be done on a car so that this advance.
Now we are gonna make an experiment to explain the Newton's second law. The materials that we are going to need are water, a glass, a lighter, and a candle. When the candle is lit, we are going to put water in the dish, and after that we are going to put the glass. That's all.
I will explain in a clear and precise way what happened in the previous experiment. So when the candle is lit, a combustion reaction occurs. Candle wax reacts with the oxygen and the air produces carbon dioxide and water vapor. We can see that droplets of water appear inside the crystal. It is the water vapor produced in the combustion of the candle that condenses of the walls of the container. The volume of gas produced is smaller than volume of the oxygen consumed. As a result, the pressure of the latter was decreasing, so vacuum was created. Outside the glass, the atmospheric pressure was higher than the water that is pushing in. Inside, it has filled the vacuum. And finally, the candle went out because it ran out of the oxygen to consume. And this is a clear example of Newton's second law.